Let me talk to you about resentments and why I chose to let go of all those resentments. One day I had a spiritual awakening, an aha moment where I realized if I stay mad at my enemies instead of simply letting them go, I'm still giving them energy, which still gives them authority to exist in my life. I realized that removing of the emotional attachments and the mindsets that I had encountered when I was with them and completely letting them go was the best way for me to continue to elevate myself beyond them. So I didn't exist with them in a vibration or a level of understanding that was going to keep me low. So I decided to process the anger, process the trauma, heal from it, and remove the people that caused it from my life entirely. I chose my own elevation, and having continued anger and resentments kept me stuck. I wasn't going to be stuck anymore. I wasn't going to live a life of seclusion and darkness and shoulda, coulda, wouldas and what ifs. I wasn't going to waste my time being angry at everybody involved and giving them that authority because they don't deserve even a place in my life. So allowing them to have authority within my reality, that would just be mind blowing to me. It would be an epic failure on the journey to self growth and advancement. So, as difficult as it was, I did the internal healing work to release them, to release my own emotional attachment, to release anything involved with them, to bring myself to a place of balance and no longer caring about their feelings about the situation. I heard that some of my enemies are so narcissistic that they believe I owe them something because I left when they were the ones treating me like garbage. I see the sickness in that, and I don't choose to do anything but pity them from afar. There will never be a reason for me to return to those mindsets, to those habits, to those emotional responses, to those state of feelings, to anger, to resentment, to envy. I realize now that I've had some time to think and gain clarity that the ones that wanted me to be envious of them were stealing from me just to make me envious of the things they actually gained from me. And that in itself is sadistic and very mentally ill. I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing my own harmony. I'm choosing clarity. So I have to let go of the anger I feel for the time that I feel they've wasted. I have to admit that they are sick. They're going to stay sick. And there's nothing I can do to get that time back. So I should make more value of the time that I now have to propel myself forward into this next phase, the good life. I realized I learned a lot. I survived a lot. I I picked up a lot of valuable things to understand human nature and psychology. And I took a lot of time behind closed doors to learn, to really pick apart and dissect all of these mindsets so I could understand them. So I could understand that in the end, they were just in survival mode. They didn't have the ability to produce, they only had the ability to consume. I, on the other hand, am linked to source. I have the ability to keep production going continuously. So I take that time as a learning experience. I disavow all emotional attachments while maintaining what I've learned and who I shaped myself to be. And I say thank you to God every day for my escape from the internal prison I was allowing to be stuck in and caged into. The fact of the matter is, I had a part to play in my own downfall at the time. And I took accountability of that and found the next steps to release myself from it. Undergoing this transition and moving myself into my own authority, taking my power back and doing more of a deep dive into self, I've come to realize how great I am. I'm great. I'm intelligent, I'm funny, I'm hardworking, I'm musically talented. I can learn almost anything quickly. And I have a polymathic mind that craves deeper understanding. I also have resilience like you wouldn't believe. And I have the ability to guide and lead because I have clarity of thought enough to articulate these strategies, these formulas, these new understandings to all of you. I have the gift of gab. But I also have the gift of understanding because I took the time to do the work on myself to understand. I put these things into practical application. So it's not just words from a book. I get it. I really get it. And I don't really speak on it until I do really get it, until I've seen the benefits in my own life. That's when I bring it to you, when I know it's successful. I use myself as the guinea pig because I'm not afraid to fail. After everything I've survived, after all the trials and tribulations and the learning experiences and the consistent growth, I know one thing for sure. I'm still here. There is no reason why not to be the best me I can be and start creating the best life I can create for myself and pass that knowledge on to others to create a better world for others as well. I feel like this is my duty and my responsibility, especially with collective consciousness being what it is. It's my duty and my self-appointed responsibility to continue helping others because I put myself in that position and I accepted that position responsibly with the goal in mind of raising vibrational frequency, shifting energy, healing, learning, and growing. So it is my sworn duty to continue to do so, to keep elevating, so that others can follow my example. It's my responsibility to set that example and live in it authentically. So, the only thing I can say is thank you for all the things you taught me. And thank you to God for my continued elevation, growth, and understanding. And I hope you all receive this in a way that assists you in yours.